evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1216th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar, and of course that would be me. Good evening, traders. This video 1216, is coming to you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, September 4th, 2014. This is a very risky game. As you know, futures trading can be extremely risky. Volatility lately has become very grand. When volatility widens, our stops must widen, and you can lose more money. So you got to be careful. You got to know this game. But volatility lately in the ES, Dow, Tranny, you name it, the volatility has really started to expand. NASDAQ, Russell. So be prepared to have larger stops if you're going to play this game. Now, what's on the board? There's a red Omni to start this day off. Traders, red Omnis, down days don't seem to last very long around these parts anymore. So we're calling a red Omni for the early part of the session. Possibly we will end up with a long before the day is over. But for now, we are just going to call the red Omni. That's how we're starting off in ES, NASDAQ, and Russell. Why? Well, traders, I have been showing you targets for the last, 2.5 weeks in my videos. We have achieved those targets. And at the same time, a bit of a phenomenon has taken place. We've got a very, very well-defined double top in the tranny, in the Dow, on the dailies, on the weeklies. Now, NASDAQ didn't stop for it, you'll see in the chart segment. S&P didn't stop for it, you'll see in the chart segment. They went gangbusters through what could have been their double tops. But they are futures markets, and they sometimes get ahead of themselves. The real market is tranny and Dow, and I have a question. In fact, I've got two questions on the board. Is the double top that the street is seeing out there, I am not the only analyst out there, I'm sure the street is seeing these double tops, is the double top taking an effect on our beloved ES and NASDAQ rally that we've had? We've been in a tremendous rally, as bullish as can be. The Omni's been banging away on the upside. But we have reached targets that I've been showing you on charts in the NASDAQ, in the S&P. We've reached those areas. So now we've got to wonder, will the double top have a short-term effect and pull us back a little bit? Will the double top actually become a double top? The chart segment may show you that. Should we be expecting a slight pullback? The chart segment should explain why. We've got to look at the double top now. We tried to ignore it for a day and a half. We were blessed yesterday, Tuesday into Wednesday. We went home long the S&P. It rallied overnight. We got out near the highs. But then we got long NASDAQ, and it took it away from us, right? We were up great in S&P. NASDAQ takes it away because I think the market flipped a little bit today, and you'll see why in the chart segment. So starting off with a red Omni in the ES, NASDAQ, Russell. Could go green, we'll see. But we're starting off unequivocally with the red. No hedging there, red Omni. Three things on the board. We're going to look at it out in the chart segment right now. Is the double top taking an effect on our beloved ES, NASDAQ rally? Should we be expecting a pullback? And the puppy name contest continues. Hooray, hooray for the puppy names. I have a wonderful list of puppy names that have come in from around the world. OMNI, thank you so much for your concern. Your letters have been wonderful. Your stories about your dogs, the name suggestions are absolutely great. I am absolutely going to love reading these names to you. So what I'll do after the chart segment, we'll read the puppy names that we've got on the list so far. Hopefully by Friday, we'll come down to the top 10, and then we'll pick a name. So OMNI, thank you for helping me out with the puppy naming. And you will see the puppy names after the chart segment. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, at the last juncture where the NASDAQ daily bar looked like it might have stopped for a double top, it blew right through. NASDAQ did not even pause for this. It went right through the double top on the daily. So, of course, when we saw what looked like could be a double top forming on the Dow, we said, all right, but this guy didn't stop. That was 2 days ago. And the NASDAQ weekly, I've been showing you this chart in video after video after video. I left this target in outer space because we started down here. We have touched the bottom rim of that target, achieved, right? It didn't get to the middle, but it hit the targeted area. So we had the up move so far that we were looking for, and it got into the target area. So great so far with the NASDAQ. The S&P did not stop for that, what could have been double top from here to here, right? It did not stop. It blew right through it. And look at the target traders. Do you recognize this chart? I've shown it to you in video after video. Left that target sitting in the stratosphere. Look, the top of this bar goes right to the middle of the target. So bravo for technical analysis there. However, I hate this part. Could we be running into trouble? Is there a double top coming right now? The Dow is acting like it wants to respect this double top. Why? It's spending a lot of time here jerking around and not blowing through it. The next likely event would be a couple of down days before the next advance. So I'm wondering, is this a double top? The Dow is absolutely flagging and not breaking through. Then you've got the Dow Jones Transportation Average. I've been showing you this very chart in video after video. A dip into OTAPMA, the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average, will usually produce a new high. I've been giving you this chart since that dip, traders. So here we finally got to the new high. Bravo there, right? Okay, well, we're day traders. I'm just showing you how the analysis works. So we've got the new high, but in the same vein as a double top. It did just barely made a new high, but this is a daily bar looking at a double top right there. So is it a new high that's going to blast through, or is it a double top? Let's investigate further. The NASDAQ daily bar since yesterday when that double top started to really show itself in trading and Dow, NASDAQ puts in an outside reversal bar. That means that the daily bar on Wednesday went up way higher than yesterday's high, came down way lower than yesterday's low, and settled outside of yesterday's range. Below it makes it an outside reversal bar. Why reversal? We were going up. This bar becomes a reversal bar. So I've got a red Omni, or at least a half a day red Omni, we'll see. I've got an outside reversal bar. I've got those two absolute, unequivocal, at this moment in time, double tops staring us in the face in trading and Dow. And then this happens on the same day. The Russell puts in this massive outside reversal day bar. Why is it an outside reversal? It went much higher than the day before's high. It went lower than the day before's low, and it settled outside the day before's range. That is a reversal signal. But we don't really expect sell signals to last very long in this market, so a few days maybe, but not much. And then there's this, my masterpiece of the evening. This is the chart masterpiece. Dow Jones Transportation Average Weekly Bar. This is the last time we've seen a double top, well, 2 times ago, and we had a 1-week drop down to the red line. So it rallied up, puts in a high, comes back off, puts in a double top, has a 1-week downward spiral, and then goes right back into what it wanted to do. Then we plot along, and boom, we run into a double top situation. At the double top, we have a bar that goes down for about a week, and then on with the show it goes. Here we are, current day, as of this day, we've got our double top in place. I put that bar in myself. It's fictitious. The bars here are green. I put that red bar in. Here's the question. Should we be expecting this bar to populate and drop down maybe to the little green line like it did here? Like it did here? Each time you have one of those official double tops, you have about a week of, or a few days out of the week of downward movement. Here we have one. Will it be official? We'll find out in the next couple of days. But Omni's starting to flutter. We've got outside reversals in the NASDAQ and the Russell. And you are looking at clearly what is likely a double top on this weekly bar in the Dow Transports. So should we be expecting that fictitious bar I drew in to populate? The likelihood is yes. Traders, do your own analysis. It looks to me like maybe a day or two of downward movement will come our way. Take a look. Never trade without stops. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. So, traders, you've seen the charts. You've seen my technical argument for why we've got the start off with the red, maybe end up green. We'll see. We're starting off red with ES NASDAQ Russell. That double top I showed you, is it taking an effect? I know there's got to be a lot of people on the street looking at it. I thought we would have blown right through it in this big bull market. But maybe what we're seeing these last couple of days are taking an effect. We'll have to be very careful tomorrow. And should we be expecting that fictitious bar to fill in that I put there on the transportation average chart? We'll find out. So, now the important things. Let's forget about that stuff. The important things we got to get to now, right? The puppy naming contest. OMNI, I got to say, you have sent me a few names. A couple of names came up so far. I thought I'd read them to you. Here he is, by the way. This is who we're naming, this little cutie right here. Oh, he's such a cutie. So that's who we're naming. So thank you so much, OMNI. Let me read you, if I can, some of these. I'll try not to bore you. I'll try to be quick. I've never looked at these yet, so if I laugh, whatever, if I can't pronounce them, it is what it is. This is live. So, puppy names from my OMNI. Suggestions. When we're done, we'll pick the top 10. We'll go from there. Kong, Rocky, Elwood, Dollar, Rex, Leroy Brown, Samson, Guinness, Boris, Vincent, Hershey, Jethro, Rambo, Herman, Taurus, Sammy, Dipper, Otis, Duke, Cerebus, it's Cerberus actually, JD, Dante or Danta, Tango, Bandit, Cashmere, Brutus, Roscoe, Russell, Trader, Bogey, Bogart, Oates, Barley, Skipper, Napoleon, Sarge, Ace, Azor, Hercules, Zeppelin, put a lead in front of that, you might get my attention, Vega, Maximilian, hey, I like that, Maximilian, Banky, like Bernanke, Banky, something like that, Little G, Stops, Hogarth, Mr. Guido, Kubla Khan, Galileo, Buster, Bruno, Clint, Chip, Radar, David, Gimco, Calro, Ozzy, hey, I like that one too, Berkowitz, Slingshot, Winston, Mark Spitz, he does swim, Willie, Churchill, Dexter, Anderson Pooper instead of Anderson Cooper, Boots, Zeus, Bonzo, another, I like these Zeppelin references, this is great, Dax, Jake, Max, Nemo, Veda, Styx, Stops are in, Columbus, Sarge, King, Prometheus, Titan, Cole, and there's more. Omni, Tuffy, Faber, Mike Dog. Oh, Micah Dog. that's a strange one. Pinocchio, Caesar, Ben, Oscar, Mr. O, Tiny, Elvis, Moon, Frankie, QE for quantitative eating. I like quantitative easing. I like that one a lot. Baby QE, is that you? Come here, look. You want to be baby QE? Oh, you want to be Ben and Janet's baby. All right. Drachma, the Greek drachma. Nemo, Ulysses, Prophet, Maximus, Luca Brazzi, Thomas, TF, Apollo, Thomas, I know that came from you, Apollo, Chaos, Chewie, Spock, Chewbacca, Ben Yellen, yeah, there you go, someone's thinking, Bernie, Chucky, Thurston Howell, Gromit, Gustav, Mr. Ed, Norton, Thor, Arnie, Adonis, Frampton, Titus, Con, Gollum Wolf, Ralph. I had a Ralph not too long ago. Fred, Rusty, Beaumont, Omega, Stocks, Armageddon, Romeo, Otapma, very nice. Jesse, Bo, Otto, Hey You, Drawdown, Vladimir, Prophet, O2, Growly, and Astro. Astro is the one I threw in there. Traders, thank you so far, so good on this list. Thank you so much. A great list. Now, there's more coming in, so I'll finish the list tomorrow. We'll narrow it down to a top 10, and this little baby is going to get a name. Can you see him? Hold him up for a moment. Yeah. Oh, there he goes, my little baby. Look at that tongue. Look, Tommy the Tongue, right? He's like a mafia guy. Hey, Tommy the Tongue. All right, thank you so much. All right, traders, thanks for your help. Thank you. We'll name him. Something good will come up. Those names are great. We'll pick one of them. All right, so you've seen everything I wanted you to see tonight, including the puppy. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. When you come to YouTube, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll get an email every time I produce one of these, almost every night. Basically, what I do is what I tell you in front of this board at night. If it lasts for 2 days, I wait 2 days for the next video. If it's only good for a day, I jump on the video the next day. So they're almost always coming out. Meet me at livewithoscar.com, and I will see you in my live chat room. Traders, remember, Keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do with keeping your emotions at bay is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, and keep the puppy names coming. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.